Are you thinking about living in Rockland County, but you are overwhelmed with the decision to buy a house in this real estate market? The interest rates are high, home prices are high, competition seems to be high, renovations takes forever and are expensive. Who will want to buy a home in this market, you will say? I talk to people like this every day, whether it's you guys calling in from the YouTube channel, local clients, or anyone who finds out that I am a realtor. So this video, I want to dive into these really valid concerns and let you know exactly how I will think about this, as well as exactly what I will do to navigate through this crazy market. Hi, I'm Betsy Estrella Mejia. I'm a realtor here in Rockland County, where I've been living for decades. And this channel is all about helping you move to Rockland County, as well as diving into the real estate here in Rockland County. Subscribe to stay tuned. If you have any questions for me personally about your situation as you look to buy a home in or around Rockland County, I would love to hear from you. So don't hesitate to reach out, because this channel is about making meaningful connections so I can impact people one individual at a time. So let's get into it. Prices are high. The average home price in Rockland County is currently $622 according to Zillow. This is up 5.5 compared to the same time last year. So if you thought things were getting pricey, it's getting pricier. On top of that, benchmark 30-year fixed mortgage interest rate is 7.10% right now, meaning with a 20% down, you will need $124,000 and almost $42,000 a month, plus the insurance and taxes, not to mention if there is any HOA fees on top of that. So obviously, if your budget is higher or lower, this will adjust accordingly, but we're all dealing with similar budget pressures, regardless of the specific price point where you at. So how do I approach this? I will be real with you. If you don't have the money to put down and the income to make those monthly payments make sense to you, you might not be ready. This is what many realtors will try their best not to tell you, because obviously they want you to buy a home, but the reality for many is that the market pressures are pricing them out of home ownership. And of course, there are things to note. For example, you may be eligible for a smaller down payment, much lower than 20%. And there are other special programs that your situation may qualify you for. So if you're not sure what your options are, please reach out. Let's make sure you know what your options are, because I can go into each one of the programs into details in this video. But if you leave a comment or call my number, I'll be more than happy to light you into what your options are for your financial situation. So with this and all said, there is some good news if you're able to finance your purchase in the summer of 2023. The real estate market here in Rockland County, I got 3 letters for you, which is DOM. What does that stand for? Before I tell you, understand that what I am about to say means that less competition out there in the marketplace. It means that if you bid for something today, you will have an easier time winning that bid compared to a year ago, because trust me, if you haven't bought a home before, there's nothing worse than finding the perfect home of your dreams and then you're not being able to compete properly with the other people who wants it. So what does DOM stands for? Well, days on market. The average time it takes for a home to be listed before it goes under contract, aka days on the market, is 31 days, which is up significantly compared to 22 days for the same time last year's. Homes aren't selling as fast, which means that for the inventory that is available, there are fewer buyers on the market, which means fewer people that are interested in the same home that you are interested in. This is a huge advantage, because you may end up settling for something you didn't want because you are not able to compete in certain markets. Even if interest rates are high, it's worth considering the fact that you are far more likely to land the home of your dreams, because there aren't as many people trying to buy the same home that you like compared to 18 months ago. 18 months ago, you'll find your dream home and you may have had lower interest rate, lower home prices, and definitely a more affordable monthly payment that the same house today may have higher interest rate, higher home prices, and less affordability. However, 18 months ago, it was totally possible that you bid over asking $65,000 and waived all contingency, but still lost out of someone who went 6 figures over asking. While today that bidding war craziness have largely cooled off, relatively speaking, it might be different because you're having that home today, whether 18 months ago you could have failed to win the home, ended up backing limited inventory and going with a house that you actually didn't like. So here's really the situation. 18 months ago, you may have lost the home of your dreams, where today you can have a chance to get it while it's still available. On top of that, real estate can continue to appreciate, especially if you're looking to hold for 5 years or more. Interest rate may come down, in which case you can refinance and you're still in the home of your dreams. Plus, you can't rewind 18 months anyway. So you need to live life with regrets, just the opportunity that are ahead of you. If you have come this far in this video, let me give you 3 tips in the summer of 2023 Rockland County real estate market. Number 1, be financially ready, willing, and able to buy. What does that mean? Make sure your credit is in good standing so you can have the best chance to qualify for the loan. This will depend on the loan programs you're qualifying for. So be sure to do your research to know what a reasonable credit score goal is for your situation. What else does that mean? Cash. You may be buying the whole thing in cash, in which case makes sense if you save up, or if you're looking to have a place with a down payment that also takes care of any renovations and furnishing. Make sure you are considering that too. Number 2, be strategic. This is what sets a great realtor apart from ones who don't want. When you have a home you're interested in, try to understand not only what the comparable homes are selling for, but also the motivations of the seller, so that you can understand what's important to them, as well as what will be a reasonable bid to try to win the home, even if it is an attractive one. Number 3, be ready to compete. I know I said this market is way less competitive than it was months ago, and it is. However, it doesn't mean that every home is going to be a cakewalk. It will be compared to last year, but attractive homes are always going to have competition. So make sure you have proper expectation. Expect competition and be ready to compete as such. So make sure to get the great realtor like me. And if you're thinking about moving to Rockland County or surrounding areas, I would love to be that person for you. I've been here so long working the real estate market, understanding all its in and out, helping clients win properties they thought impossible to win. And nothing makes me happier than bringing those dreams into reality. There's a lot going on in the market, and even more nonsense depending on if you're thinking about Nyack, New City, Stony Point. So reach out if you want to get into the specific, because that's where I'll love to connect with you and every one of you adding value that is specific to your situation. Talk to you soon, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't. Thank you and have a great day.